welcome everybody to Athletically Speaking Wagon Wheel Sports College Football Show. This is real exciting. We have the SEC breakdown today, and then we have our college football preview week 0. We are down to the nitty-gritty of this.
Yeah, man.
We're
Almost there.
we are basically to football. Remember to always like, subscribe, comment, let your opinions be known on all of our platforms on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all the stuff. So check us out on all of those things. Subscribe, like, and follow all the cool stuff that the cool kids do. Hi, Ryan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
School has started back up. That was, you
It's
know,
unfortunate for you
we're
guys.
yeah, we're busy now, so we're hitting that time of the year.
Yeah, closer to football though. So,
Closer to football, that is right. Yeah, that's about all that with that. Now, news time. I think it is kind of funny. I literally just saw this before we started recording. And apparently, Texas Tech's Joey McGuire has told Brett McMurphy that Texas Tech cannot find any future games with Texas A&M, USC, NC State, Mississippi State. They're all saying no or canceling their series. And he's quoted, "We're talking to everybody and anybody. So far, everyone's told us no." I feel like this is kind of backlash for the Brendan Sorsby stuff, right?
probably, but I mean, he's not playing anymore, so
He's not playing, so maybe they're
I
holding the
don't.
grudges for them even going having the thought of you were gonna play him, so we're not gonna
So
play
just
you.
yeah, that's fair.
I
I
don't
guess.
know. I think it's interesting.
But
I
it's
mean,
funny though.
that it is kind of funny. To me, that's the only thing that makes sense because I don't know why you wouldn't want to schedule them. Like they're a Power Four program who's gonna be pretty good. Like why
Yeah,
not?
I mean, especially if you're confident in your team, maybe it's a way to show people, if you
Exactly.
think you can compete. So yeah.
I do thought it was odd that of all of those teams, like NC State or Mississippi State said no. Like, do they
Yeah.
think they're really that much better than Texas Tech?
No, for real
Because they're
though.
not.
No, they're worse.
So that one feels a little miss out of place, I think, because those teams should have easily swept up that deal.
Yeah. Ugh.
Next on the agenda, Ross Dellinger reported 7 hours ago that the rights holders of the playoff and ESPN are meeting to expand to a 16-team format with 4 play-in games for the final 4 spots into the field. So seats 13 through 16 would play 13, 16, 14, 15, and those 4 teams would play 2 games that would lead into the the bracket. And if we had this format in this year's playoff, let me pull it back up. If we had that format this year, the playoff would look like it did, except for the fact that James Madison would play BYU in a play-in game, and then Tulane would play Notre Dame in a play-in game, and then the winner of that game would play Ole Miss and Oregon.
The only team that could, BYU, but maybe,
I
but I don't
just
know. Yeah, like there's not. That's so stupid.
they're trying to make this specific for the years it's past, and it's just like it's not going to be that way every year. Like 12 is overachieving number, but it's solid. Like you're getting teams like Notre Dame or Miami was the 10th seed and they made a run at the playoffs. So like you're getting everyone that needs to be in there in there.
Yeah, you should not. It shouldn't be any more than that. And if you're losing more than 2 games or 2 games, then you're obviously not the best.
Exactly.
Typically you're not. So.
Anybody that has lost 3 more games just doesn't need to be in the playoff. And you're greed hungry right now. So you're trying to expand and do everything as much as possible. And just stop. Just stop with it.
Mhm. Yeah.
They need to chill out, leave it at 12, and that be that.
Hmm.
I recently I just saw this on my liked stuff. I just have to reiterate how bad the Big 12 monster logo looks on the course
Dude, don't
and the
even get me.
field.
Oh my gosh. I want out of the Big 12 just because of that.
Like this is rough.
I don't it makes me sad. It looks I don't know, man. I don't know why they couldn't make it like school colors. It makes no sense at all. Yeah, that is so ugly, man. I mean, you could have at least made school colors match.
You could have, and that would have made
Um,
perfect sense. It'd have looked a little better.
or, when they're like, it has to be on the field too, I was like, maybe it's, where the normal sponsorships are, or like, I don't know, but like, they're going to put it with, like, I guess we are technically the Big 12 Monster Energy thing. Wow. Oh my gosh. I hope
Yeah,
that,
that's
I don't know the contract that they signed, but hopefully it's just a 1 year deal. And
God. You have to hope, like,
I don't want to do, well, surely be, because, I mean, and you have like Ohio State, just to wear a patch on their jersey, they're getting like 20 million,
yep.
but just them alone.
Notre
Like,
Dame and Ohio State both have like 18 to 20 million dollar deals for a patch on their jersey
and we're giving away the right or the name of the Big 12 essentially, and
for $1 million.
for $1 million a piece. Like, that is so bad.
Yeah, that's it's rough.
I wish that schools could at least opt out and be like, we don't want the money. It's fine. Just keep
Yeah,
it.
1 million.
And
We'll go get a deal that's going to be better and more involved.
mm,
So
oh man, I hate that so bad, dude. I have to look past it. Football's football, but oh, it's hard. Before long, we're starting to look like the freaking UFC octagon in here, like
yeah,
NASCAR.
no kidding though.
This is ridiculous.
I just remembered what that other piece of news was, and the the cr crap. I'm having a stroke here. The Protect College Sports Act that is trying to be pushed by Ted Cruz and Cantwell, I think is what her name is. They're bringing it to the floor. I think everyone, Big 12, ACC, Big 10, SEC is all in favor of the bill now. One of the things in it that I noticed that I think Ross Dellinger pointed out was that anybody, if you don't move conferences or don't state that you are moving conferences within 180 days of the bill going into effect, that you will be put on 5-year probation.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what that means, of like what probation is, if that means you can't go to a bowl game or can't go to a postseason, or like how that works with your school and being on probation. Um,
Hmm.
but I feel like if this bill does get passed, you're about to see some schools scrambling because they ain't gonna be
But
want to be put on probation,
no.
and it's gonna be a lot of people. I feel like it's gonna be fleeing.
Hmm. Interesting. That's something to look to.
It is,
That's
and
gonna be interesting.
the G5 schools can go to Power Four, and they're not going to be put on probation. It's just Power Four. Once this bill is set, your conference is set. So they're trying to mitigate realignment as much as possible. But I feel like what's going to end up happening is the SEC Big Ten is going to sweep up everybody they can, and the rest is going to be left to waste away almost.
It's like, quick, everybody go back to originality. Go
Exactly.
back to your old, like how we used to have it when
Like
things were perfect.
they really were, and Oklahoma State needs to come to the SEC, bring
I
Bedlam
really,
back, get
I
over
really
here.
like the Big 12 because I feel like I love that we get everything. We get the mountains of Utah and Arizona, but
It's
then
true.
down in Florida to the Appalachian Mountains in West Virginia to Texas and the prairies of Oklahoma and Kansas. I don't know. I like it, but now since we're the Energy Big 12, it's ugly and I want out now.
Fair
So,
enough.
but it'd be cool to have some solid competition or just go to these places, these historical SEC venues.
They're a
That'd
lot of
be cool.
fun.
They are, yeah.
All right. I think that's it from the news. Everything else
Yeah, I don't have anything.
is basically it. Did you see the WNBA, that
Oh
girl
man, what
smoked the
a
girl in the face and then say it was white privilege?
yeah.
I didn't know it was white
Um,
privilege to get assaulted or elbowed in the
I
face.
literally like, and Cunningham was like, I literally got kicked out or ejected from a game last year too for doing the same thing, and I deserve to like just own up. Like, why'd you do
Exactly.
that? Like, it's not that deep.
It's really not.
Um,
It was a flagrant two. You get ejected.
yeah,
I really don't know.
I mean, you could just everybody, even the announcers, like, I mean, I knew that was going to happen in real time as soon as it happened.
The
It's the most flagrant
WNBA is
too.
a very interesting league because they they were gonna ban Caitlin Clark, and then finally the WNBA came out and was like, "Oh yeah, that was wrong. Sorry."
Yeah.
Like for a game and rescinded that, and it was like just
God,
it's
I don't.
so crazy to watch them operate because I don't feel like they know what they're doing at all.
No, no.
There's a reason they're being subsidized by the NBA.
I just kind of miss the days of when I had not a clue who any of the NBA or WNBA players were, and
Caitlin Clark really brought them into the
she did,
limelight.
yeah, she did.
Sophie Cunningham's kind of adding on to that.
She is, but
Angel
it's not for the
Reese
right
would,
reasons. She was
yeah,
Angel Reese. Oh my gosh.
Angel Reese would be good rivalry if they would just,
Just chill
be normal
out,
people.
people.
Yeah,
Just be normal. Like, just have competition, competitiveness, rivalry. That's it. Don't be doing what you're doing.
they just
No
assaulted people
one,
out there.
I don't, yeah, I mean, never mind. I was gonna make a,
Maybe
I
it's the bad boy
don't know.
Pistons of
Am
the
I,
WNBA. That's what this is.
I guess, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
Who
I'm
knows?
excited. I think, because you saw Enes Kanter and another guy,
Yeah,
which the other guy never played
that
literally at
was
all.
kind of
But
hilarious.
that is funny. But I mean,
It
I
was
don't
funny.
expect them to let them, but sure.
No, I don't think they will.
I don't know. There's a lot of meh.
Me. All
Yeah,
right. This is a college football show, so that's enough
that's
about
right.
the
Yeah.
WNBA. Um, this week is the SEC. So we're breaking down our surprise, worst, disappointing championship and champion teams of the Southeastern Conference. So would you like to start or do you want me to start?
I mean, I can start.
All
I'm doing
right, let's
surprise.
your surprise teams.
Um, got I've got Auburn there.
Ooh,
I'm
I
really
like that.
excited about Alex Golish's, about his coming into Auburn. At UCF, he was really great. He did a lot for the Bulls in just a short time that he was there. Brings a lot of talent as well. Brought a good chunk of his players with him, and I feel like it'll translate pretty well to the SEC because they were smoking everybody that they played. I know they were G5, but I mean, kind of like North Texas last year,
They beat Florida.
they were hanging a lot of points on people, and Florida is kind of sneaky too. And I really love their quarterback, Byron Brown, because he came with Alex Golish as well this year, and he's just been fantastic. He's been solid. I think the year before last he had an injury or something. I don't know, but last season though, he threw for over 3,100 yards and had 28 TDs. So I am really high on him, and I don't know. I think they're a team to watch out for this year in the SEC.
Especially if they can keep their defense as stout as it
Hmm.
was. Like their defense was pretty good last year, and they just
Yeah,
couldn't score. They were like Oklahoma a couple of years ago. So, I mean, if they can get the offense together and he can make that run, I could see Auburn definitely making a little bit of
absolutely,
noise in there,
man. Yeah, who
knocking
you got?
Bama out.
Yeah.
My surprise team is the Tennessee Volunteers.
Okay.
I really like them bringing in Jim Knowles from Penn State. That's a dub move. He's one of the best defensive coordinators that's in the game.
Yeah.
They bring back a pretty lot of depth and a pretty stout defense from last year. The quarterback position has me a little worried for this team. I won't lie. It's either going to be George McIntyre or one of their five-star freshmen in Faison Brandon, who was a top 10 athlete last year in the high school ranks. um, this offense, as especially at the beginning, while they try to settle in with the quarterback, is going to be having to be running heavy with Deshaun Bishop, who ran for like over 1,000 yards last year, was an All SEC candidate. So the offense, if Josh Heupel can get a quarterback and develop him, which I think he can, because he's had success with that in the past. So I fully expect, especially if it's McIntyre, who's had a year underneath him, I think he's going to figure it out offensively with the quarterback. I think the running game's going to be stout. The O line's going to be fine. I think Tennessee's going to make another push for the playoff. I mean, they're bringing 8 guys back on the offense and 4 on the defense. So I think they definitely got it in them. The toughest games I'm looking at Alabama, Texas. But I mean, the rest of the schedule is not too difficult.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So Tennessee, I think, is the
Go Vols.
way to go. That's right. I also want to very much so get down to Knoxville for like a night blackout game.
Yeah, dude. It's the Halloween.
Yes.
Oh, that would be cool. That'd be
Dark
really
mode.
cool. That'd be sick.
Who you got as your worst team?
I have the University of Kentucky.
Oh,
My worst team. It was kind of between them and Mississippi State.
really?
I think we're Arkansas. I don't know. But I have Kentucky. It's going to be the first year under Will Stein, and they lose just a ton. They had a lot of guys from last year that's not with them anymore, and they filled a lot of spots with backups, and a lot of them weren't at the FBS level, so they lack experience there, especially going to the SEC, where competition's supposed to be more out there. But yeah, they don't return any really production and no standouts. And being out with Will Stein, I'm not very high on Kentucky.
It's a
What
good
about
answer.
you?
That is a good answer. I'm gonna go Arkansas.
That's fair.
They went 2-10 last year.
Yeah, well, yeah, they did, but they almost won a
They were
lot of their
very close. I
games.
will say they were
If
very
their
close.
defense even resembled the defense, they would have been better. I'm just saying.
While I
Anyway,
do agree with that, I feel like it was. I feel like that's very misleading to what this team actually was, because I feel like this is a Nebraska and Scott, whatever his name is right now. I can't think.
Satterfield
No,
or
the guy at UCF
Scott.
now.
Oh, Scott Frost.
Scott
Sorry.
Frost, yes. I feel like
Yeah.
it was that because they were like the worst or the best worst team in the Big Ten those years. I feel like that was the case for Arkansas last year. They went 2-10. Ryan Silverfield comes in from Memphis, hoping to have some bit of success. And Arkansas went through every coach that they could before they got to Silverfield, and it was like the last choice that they had.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that he's going to have success, at least this year. He's got a lot of things they got to make up. They got to fix the turnovers. They're only bringing two guys back on the defense. They got to replace holes after hole after
Which
hole.
I mean, yeah, it's
It's rough. The offense isn't looking too great. Most of your returners are on the offensive line. You don't have a quarterback that's new. You're going to have a quarterback that's new. Lots of new receivers, new running backs. It's a work in progress for Arkansas, and the schedule isn't the toughest in the world. But just to start it, you got North Alabama, which should be a dub. At Utah, you're probably losing. Georgia, you're losing. Tulsa, you might lose that game. At A&M is a loss. Tennessee is a loss. Vanderbilt, depending on how they play after Diego Pavia, could be a loss. Missouri L, Auburn L, South Carolina questionable. Texas L and LSU L. Like they might win two games again.
yeah,
They could
yeah.
very easily only win one game in Northern Alabama, and if they pull an Oklahoma State like a few years ago, they might go 0-12.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, but yeah, that's fair. They were almost on there on my list as well. I'm kind of though like with Silverfield. I mean, I don't know. Like he's a younger guy. I feel like, and that's kind of old heads of college football, old coaches. It's kind of I don't know if they really are bought into NIL as much as you need to be. And I know that
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas has a ton of boosters and people willing
The
to shell
dude, the
out
Tyson people,
money. Tyson, Walmart, all these
well,
people. I think that they have what it takes to succeed, and
I think that's what's so annoying
um,
about Arkansas, though, right? Like,
they
why do you have
should
the
be
Tyson
better.
money? I think it's solely for the purpose of like those people just don't care about football as much. Like they're
Yeah,
shelling all of that money into the basketball programs, and the
yeah,
Tyson guy literally is friends with the coach, the basketball coach there, Calipari, and he brought him into Arkansas, and he told him he'd pay for this, that, and he'd give him this much in NIL and all this stuff. And it's what part of the reason why Calipari's even at Arkansas right now is because of the Tyson guy. So I think they just
yeah.
don't care about football as much,
Didn't really
and
look at
they
it.
especially don't care when Arkansas football is not good, and they haven't been good in a long time.
No, no. I didn't realize they were so underfunded compared to basketball, but um, yeah. I mean, if you want a good football team, it's what you're gonna have to do. I know you
Especially in
don't have
today's day and age.
like you don't have a great record, but neither did Indiana up until a couple years ago.
Yep.
And look at them now. So
I
they're
would
winning
like to
championships.
know the amount of money that Indiana gets.
Yeah, I would. I don't really feel like I don't. I'm sure they get a lot of money. I don't know. I don't know anyone in Indiana that is big like that, like Walmart or I'm sure they're there. I don't know.
This is definitely a a side
is,
quest here,
I
but
mean, a really big part of Indiana. Um, it made them so special is they were a bunch of, like they said, misfits, nobodies really. They didn't really have any standouts, but they made it work, I
I
think. I mean, they
didn't.
had some age on people, but I mean,
Yeah, I didn't realize that Mark Cuban gives to Indiana.
really?
Yeah,
Why?
apparently he's an alum.
Oh, I had no idea. Well, he is very
So
rich, so
yeah,
that's
that makes sense, I guess, you
that
know.
does make sense. Okay.
It says Kurt Signetti's championship contending model operates at an estimated total roster cost of 15 to 21 million.
I feel like that's not near as bad as not as much as other schools are spending though.
No, because it even says here that it's notably less compared to some elite programs that exceed 30 million. I mean, you can buy all the talent you want, but you still got to coach them and develop them. So,
Yeah, no, for sure.
but that's interesting. Anyway,
That
all
is.
right. Disappointing team.
Disappointing. I have Alabama.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm not really, I'm not really bought in on DeBoer. He has more losses in the time spent at Alabama than Saban did in his last decade or half decade
Yeah,
of
it's
his
accurate.
tenure there. Um, I'm just not, and they lost a bunch of people. Ty Simpson, Jan Miller, all the receiving core. They have Ryan Williams still, but I feel like Ryan Reynolds or Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Hey,
Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Ryan
got your mind
Williams
elsewhere, it seems.
is Williams. He was no, get off track there. My mind, but no, he was really special his first season there, but. As he goes on, I feel like his performance is just declining. Actually, this last season, he had the most dropped, like highest percentage of drop passes in the entire country. I think defensively, they'll still be up there. Um, but offensively, man, they're just losing so many pieces. Again, filling out with people who some of the pickups didn't start at the FBS level, especially on their offensive line. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of a hot take, but Bama's regressing, and
I mean, I
they're my disappointing team.
I feel that Ryan Williams has lived off that one single play at Georgia
Yeah.
where he juked both of the guys out and scored,
hmm
and that's been it. From
That's
like
it. Yeah.
that one play was epic, and then you hadn't had anything like it since.
It's wild too. He was 17 when that happened, and
That yeah, because everybody was
he's
blowing up
older
about
now,
it.
and it's crazy stuff.
What does Alabama's schedule look like?
Mm, I think it's pretty.
If I can pull it up before you.
eh.
I
See,
know I was listening to Brandon Walker talk the other day, and he's very low on Kalen DeBoer as well. How many games do they got to lose this year, and he end up fired?
I think that. Yeah, no, for real. I mean, yeah, standards
Or
high.
I guess other question
Um,
would be, how many games does he have to win to not get fired?
yeah, that's good. I don't know. I'm not really.
East
I mean,
Carolina,
yeah, I mean that's a win, obviously. Kentucky, that's a win.
win. Florida State, you lost to them
Win.
last year.
Well, that's, yeah, I mean they did, but
That was game one, so you didn't necessarily get a warm up. So if they, we'll see. South
South
Carolina,
Carolina could be sneaky, but I don't know. I think they. I don't know. I don't know about that.
yeah, I don't know about that one. At Mississippi State,
That's a win.
Georgia,
Absolutely not.
nope. How many is that now? That's
Um,
they're 5-1.
Something like that.
5-1, maybe 4-2 at worst. We'll go 4-2 just for the sake of the argument. At Tennessee, I think Tennessee's going to be better, and Tennessee has beat them in Knoxville the past two times they played there.
Yeah.
So that could be three.
hmm
A&M's a win probably. LSU's probably a win. Vanderbilt maybe a win. Chattanooga and Auburn could beat them. If they go 8-4 and lose to Auburn in that last game, do you think he's gone?
No, I think he is in the hot seat. The
He is
real
on the
pain
hottest
is
cushion possible because you went lost 4 games in 1 year and then
yeah.
lost to Auburn to end the season.
Yeah, man.
They might not they might just say no to bowl if that happened.
Yeah,
That's crazy work, but yeah.
it is. Who you got?
My most disappointing team is going to be Texas A&M. I
That's,
have briefed this a little bit in earlier conversations. They got five defensive attorneys, four offense, including Marcel Reed, who I think is going to be fine. I think he's an average quarterback. He does what he needs to do. But Texas A&M has cupcake walked themselves into the almost getting into the SEC championship twice, and they cupcaked their walk into the playoff last year, and Miami owned them on their
mhm.
home field.
Yeah.
This team is such a phony, and it was proven in broad daylight in front of God and everybody. And look at the schedule. They got Missouri State, Arizona State, Kentucky, at LSU, Arkansas, at Missouri, the Citadel, at Alabama, at South Carolina, Tennessee, at Oklahoma, and Texas. You could lose four of the last five games.
Hmm.
Plus, if LSU and Lane Kiffin make it happen, if Arizona State is better than expected, like South Carolina might beat you. They were up 30-3 on you last year and they somehow lost that game. Like
Yeah, that's wild stuff.
you could end up losing the last five.
Yeah. That's
I just feel like A&M is destined to come back to the ground this year
yeah.
and end up back in their 8-4 usual
I
process.
know. I was about to say the same thing. Just back to mediocrity.
It's which for them is the par. That's where you've
Oh
been your
yeah.
entire life in the Big 12, the Southwest
Hmm.
Conference. Like that's it for you.
Yep.
So I think that they come back to earth, they get a little taste of what it's like to be lived back in reality, and I hope they had fun in that one playoff that they're going to be in.
Yeah. Just back to normal.
On to who makes the ship.
I have Georgia and Texas.
Oh, all right, all right.
Oh, yeah. Um, Manning, he ended really hot last season, and I think he'll continue into that. And he's got some experience now, getting older and wiser. I look for him to do really great things, and they have a couple of really great transfers. And Ryan Wingo, Cam Coleman, and Hollywood Smothers, which I think his real name is Dylan. I like that name. Anyways, and defensively, I think they'll still be solid, and I think Coach Sark is. I don't know. I think he's ready to get back to it and actually make a run at something and be more competitive. And so, I don't know. I think that they'll take on Georgia though in the championship game. I have a feeling that you have somebody different.
Yeah, I mean you might. I don't know. I'm going to go Georgia, yes, but I'm going to flip it to the other side of the Red River.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I
Okay.
listen. I think there's a very realistic possibility out there that Georgia, Texas, and Oklahoma all go 11-1. And Georgia beats Oklahoma, Texas or Oklahoma beats Texas, which knocks them out, and then Texas just runs the table the rest of the way. John Mateer had an excellent start to last year. He was the
He
Heisman
did.
favorite until he broke his hand on Auburn's helmet.
Yeah.
I think with McCullough coming in to coach the running backs, they're going to be better in the running back position. The new running back room is looking stout. And if they can move the ball, the offensive line and Biedenbaugh coming out of camp have talked about how their priority number one is running the football. So if they're counting on it and they can get the run game going and take pressure off Mateer to let him make more smart decisions and not turn the ball over and keep him healthy, the offense should take another step forward in year two of Arbuckle.
Yeah. Hopefully, that's
So if the offense can do that with the Brent Venables defense, that is what it is. The defensive line is stout. The secondary is stout. You got Eli and Peyton Bowen shutting them down. The linebackers core has got a little, probably your weakest spot, but you bring back Owen Heineke thanks to the judicial system. Your specialist is going to be loaded, which Oklahoma has not had in a long time with Tate Sandell coming back after an All American season. Grayson Miller, punter, is excellent. Who's going to return punts and kicks? I don't know. Can they hold on to the ball and not muff it all the time? I don't know. So that's a question.
you have trauma from
Trauma,
that.
PTSD. It happens every year in the most critical moment of a game. and it slaps him in the face and it bounces off. But you bring in Parker Livingstone from Texas, who crossed the Red River,
Yeah,
to the receiver room. Satania's back, the fastest guy on the
it
field.
was. Yeah.
And then the third receiver that I cannot name at this moment for whatever reason. Let me look. I don't know. But in the offensive line is led by Michael Fasusi, five-star, who's going to be elite on the offensive line. This is the best team Oklahoma's had in a really long time, probably since the 2008 Natty run. Like
Mm.
Oklahoma as a complete team is the best that they've been
On paper,
on
but that's
paper. So coming out, your schedule, you got some pretty tough games in the first five. Michigan, Georgia, and Texas out of the first five out of the gate. If you go 2-1 against all of those teams, which I expect them to do, then you're going to be set for the rest of the way. Because then you got Kentucky, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Florida. Ole Miss is probably taking a step back. Texas A&M and Missouri. The back half of your schedule's much easier than the front half.
yeah.
And if you come out somehow going 5-0 against that first half of your schedule, you should be able to cakewalk into the SEC title and into the playoff.
You should be able to. It
So
doesn't mean
we'll
it'll
see.
happen, but we'll see. We'll
Oklahoma's
see.
known to drop a game that they shouldn't somehow,
Yeah.
some
Oh,
way.
it's
So
y'all's thing. So yeah.
So if
Hmm.
Venables can keep it going, he's been better head coaching. So far, so good. The recruiting's on par. I
And I
think
think you
Oklahoma is going to
is he
be.
is he still in control of defense this year?
Yep,
Did you
he's
say
still
he
coaching the
was?
defense.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I
Hey.
think Oklahoma is going to have a remarkable, remarkable year. Do they win the Natty? I don't know. Maybe, probably not. But
Just for all of our sake, you're gonna be insufferable if that day ever happens, and I don't want to be around you
you
when that
dang
does.
right. If OU baseball won the Natty, and I was saving it up because if OU football wins the Natty, everyone's going to hear about it every single day until someone else is crowned. It's going to be
Yeah.
beautiful.
No, I don't blame you. I'd be the same way.
All right. Who is your champion? I feel like I know who it is. That's just
I'm just kidding.
gross.
It's not Texas. No, it's not. I got Georgia. I feel like it's also been a while for Kirby Smart. He's got a itch to scratch. He's getting ready. He wants to be back there in the driver's seat of the SEC. I really like that they return Gunnar Stockton, who threw for over 2,800 yards and 24 touchdowns, along with 10 rushing touchdowns last season. And I think they have some wrongs to right, and defensively, I think they'll still be elite. And so, yeah, I'm saying Georgia to win the SEC and get back on track to how they used to be. And yeah,
I agree. I
yeah, okay.
Georgia last year was a very young team, and Kirby Smart
Getting
did what
some
he did and got them
experience.
back to the playoff, and then they lost. But you got experience now. You return eight
Mhm.
guys at defense with a defense that's going to be good. Kirby
Yeah,
Smart knows how to coach a defense. Gunnar Stockton in year two is going to be better. He's going to take a step forward. They got skill players around them. The offensive line is going to be really, really good. The schedule's manageable. I mean, at this point, there's nobody on there. You got Oklahoma. You miss out at Texas. Alabama's there. I'm not sure how big of a threat Alabama
no,
is at this point.
no.
Ole Miss, are is Pete Golding going to be able to make Ole Miss what they were? But you lose your head coach, your
You do,
two
but
play callers,
I mean,
and
at
Lane
least
Kiffin,
you
the
have a
offensive
guy they're
coordinator.
still familiar with. And Trinidad was excellent, I think, but I don't know. I think they'll
Yeah,
be pretty good
we're
too.
going to
But
find out how much of that was Chambliss or how much of
yeah,
that was Lane Kiffin in the play calling.
yeah, Tro,
So
Tro.
we'll see. I think I mean
I'm
to me you
excited.
can't lose your coach and play caller and just not fall off a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I am excited to see him to come back to Ole Miss. It's gonna be a
Wouldn't it
good
be
time.
just hilarious though if LSU walks up in there and just beats the ever loving dog crap out of them?
I was thinking the other way, but sure.
I mean, that'd be funny too. I
I just
think
want
whatever
a
outcome
bloodbath.
it's going to be hilarious.
I want someone to win by a lot. Whoever, I don't care, but just
That's
someone to
fair.
win by a lot. And yeah,
I just, I really, Lane Kiffin makes LSU so much more unlikable.
yeah. I don't
LSU is easy to
really.
hate as it is, but then
I mean, he fits right in with the fans. Still the
Yeah,
worst
for
fans I've
real.
ever experienced.
They
Um,
deserve Bauer Sharp and his nothing burger that he did out there. God, I hate that man
I know
with a
you do. That's
passion.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be
Bauer
telling
Sharp, if you're listening, he's on
you're
his
still
list.
there. You're still there, man. My grandkids are gonna be hearing about Bauer Sharp was horrible.
Yeah, I bet you're gonna be in the nursing home one day. Just Bauer Sharp, Bauer
That's all
Sharp.
it's gonna be playing is just those crappy plays he had. All right. Well, that's all I got. Is there anything else about the SEC?
I don't think so,
I don't think so either.
man.
Well, on to your 2 minute timeout.
Ah, yes. I'm really running out of things to ask.
You
So
got a whole world of trivia facts you can lay
I
in here.
know, but I used to do like football related stuff, and then I feel like I've asked all the football questions I can.
Just
So
get
we're just
AI to
on
start
to
generating questions for you.
we're yeah. I'm trying to be original. I don't know.
Fair
We're
enough.
gonna start though. Just moving on to normal trivia questions. So this is a little bit of history, and
Okay.
then next week, the next one we'll do math. So on the
Oh
spot, no
God.
calculate. I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Week one, or I can't talk. Question one: Who was the first emperor of Rome?
First emperor of Rome.
Yes,
Hmm. Was it Julius Caesar?
you're so close.
Was I?
No, yeah, well, you're
Hmm.
close. It's Augustus
Oh,
Caesar.
frick.
I know. I
In
should have said that soon. Dang it.
in my head, I was thinking July became before August, so I had to think Julius was the first compared to Augustus.
Oh, sure, that makes sense.
Uh,
Probably, actually, I don't know, but yeah. Oh well. 0 for 1. Question
or
number two.
no, wait a minute. Maybe I got that backwards because I think Augustus was put first, and then Julius wanted to be before him. All right, that makes sense now. Never mind. I got it backwards.
Which battle was a major turning point in the American Revolution?
The American Revolution,
Yeah.
major turning point. Yorktown. That's where they are. Hang on.
No.
Give me a spot. Yeah. Give me a second. Major turning point. The Battle of.
Oh, you know your history. This is crazy.
I know. Hang on.
Fucking-
I'm gonna be mad when I hear this.
He's supposed to be a smart.
What state is it in?
He's supposed to be a teacher.
History.
1 second. Okay, so apparently I don't know mine either, but yeah, okay, I thought this was it, but I just wanted to make sure. It was in New York. I just
New
wanted to make
York.
sure. Yeah.
Turning point. Was this when they crossed the Delaware on Christmas Day? George
No,
Washington leading the charge?
no,
Well, I don't
no.
know then.
This is the Battle of Saratoga.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that either. So, question number three. I feel like this is a pretty easy one. What was the name of the first satellite launched into orbit by the Soviet Union in 1957?
Sputnik.
Sputnik. Yeah, Sputnik 1. Yeah. So, yeah, that's easy.
I did know that one. I like my space stuff.
When I think of that, I think of a potato. Like
Yeah.
a potato being, I don't know why. I'm sure there's a
Spuds.
reason. Oh, that makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense. But yeah, good job, man. Good
Thanks. I
job,
got
brother.
one of three, and I
Yes,
kind of sort of knew the
they
first
were
one.
hard though, because
Didn't know that I knew.
I wouldn't have gotten that one either for some reason. Yorktown is when they no.
That's when the British won or lost the war when they
Yeah,
gave back.
that's
Yeah.
I knew it was significant in that way. Okay, that makes sense. Well, man, that was a good one.
That's pretty good. The
One of
next
the
time you
three.
see us, we're making our Heisman picks. We're making our playoff picks. We're picking national champions.
Just go ahead and say it. Drew Mestamaker, baby.
Drew
Hashtag
Mistermakers.
hashtag zesty for Mesty. I'm
That's a weird
kidding.
hashtag. I'm just saying. So if that catches on, I'm questioning all you people.
Hey, it's caught on in Oklahoma State Cowboy football. I'm just saying, in
That's
our
it's
Twitter
crazy, I gotta
account.
say.
Anyways, but yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, we'll be doing that next week or 2 weeks from now, and then it's weekly shows because then we got week 0 to cover, and then week 1 all the way to January 31st.
It's gonna be so
You'll
sad
have
because
us weekly.
I last football season I was off every Saturday. for the most part. But this year I go back to working every other weekend, so that's gonna suck.
That is very
We'll make it
lame.
we'll make it work though. But
That entire month is banding, so that's gonna be taking me away from football for September for the most part. But I'll get to
yeah,
watch on my iPad, and I'm gonna have to buy a portable charger so I can make sure I keep up with all my football needs. But
um,
then October and November is free for the most part, so I'm gonna be
heck yeah,
footballing up on the couch most Saturdays.
I
And
can't
then we're going
freaking
to
wait.
Mississippi State. It's
We are, yeah.
gonna be a lot of fun. I want to do a
Yeah,
live show down there at some point.
yes, I was gonna say that we should absolutely.
So heck yeah, I'm excited for that.
We might stop back since we'll be up in that area of Arkansas by Jonesboro as well and try again. And
I You can get banned, but I can't get on campus or I'll be arrested. So
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I wanted to hear you say that.
yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, well,
So
we won't actually do that, but
I'll stay on the roadways that are legal for me to be on.
just wave.
Otherwise, yeah.
You can't get within the premise of the school or you're good. No, that sounds bad.
Yeah, I can't be
Sorry.
on the campus.
The caveat, sorry. Yeah. Of a
Because I
college,
will
not an elementary
technically,
school.
I don't think they would ever know if I was there or not unless I
No,
was
if you went
breaking
to a
and entering
game,
again or
yeah.
breaking and entering, even though the gate was open. And
Yeah.
then they would arrest me because they would see my thing, but it's whatever.
I'm like, wait a minute, who are you?
Start
Like, yeah,
running.
slide now. Yeah.
But all right. That's it for the SEC. Yet again, follow us on the TikTok, on Twitter or X. Like and subscribe to all of our YouTube stuff, YouTube Shorts. Go like and
Yeah.
comment on our videos on YouTube or go listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, all the things wherever you listen to your podcasts. It's a
What
lot of
he
fun.
said. Yeah. Man.
All right. Well, is that it for you?
That's it, man.
Sweet. Well, that
All
was
right.
it for this episode of Athletically Speaking.
Have a good
Peace.
one.